Welcome to Web Handling. My name is Dave Roysum. I am super excited to continue our new mini-series based on our new must-have Web Handling Handbook. In this clip, we will introduce how to diagnose and correct some of the most common sources of web path upsets. I know your time is precious, so let's get started. There are many aliases for path troubles, including poor guiding, misregistration, running off rollers, walking, wander, weave, and many others. Still, whatever you or your customer calls them, they would be diagnosed using the very same web handling tools. At one extreme, you or your customer's threshold of pain may be path errors less than the thickness of a human hair. At the other extreme, some can tolerate centimeters or even a couple of inches. Most of us are somewhere in between, say around a 1/16 of an inch or a millimeter. Table 8.1 from the Must-Have Web Handling Handbook lists some common applications and their common tolerances for path errors. Here I must give credit where credit is due. My co-author Tim Walker has written a fair bit of this portion of our chapter on guiding. While tolerances do vary, the principles of web handling do not vary. We still have the same checklist, the same laws of physics, whether you make tissue or steel, or whether the error is the thickness of a human hair or an inch. The sources of errors can be broadly classified into categories of setup errors, large errors, and small upsets, which is the largest list and the most troublesome to most applications. As just one example of a setup error begins long before your machine first started up. It was when the installation crew laid down a module or a machine section off of a common center line and datum. This will cause the web to appear to run in the wrong place forever. If you have a guide in between, it will tend to run off center forever. Best practices for installation, alignment, and troubleshooting are covered in great detail in our book and in other references. Other examples for setup errors given in our book is how to set and unwind so it satisfies a downstream guide, which is its customer. Procedural techniques such as using a simple laser pointer to help an operator mount and unwind roll in the correct CD position are also covered in the book. As we mentioned, the largest category of path troubles is small but still serious upsets. The starter list from our book includes roller misalignment, CD profile variations of rollers or nipped rollers, asymmetrical web bagginess, otherwise known as camber, and many others. How to check for and, if necessary, correct for these individual sources is given in great detail, more than 20 pages of detail, in our must-have Web Handling Handbook, so we don't need to do them here. One of the more common sources of web path upsets is in-plane roller misalignment. Every roller that touches the web steers the web. If the roller is even slightly crooked, the web path will be slightly crooked because of the normal entry law, as web handlers have known for almost a half a century. Indeed, we even have a free and simple app that can calculate the authority of in-plane roller misalignment to move a web sideways. However, the troubleshooter must distinguish between path changes with respect to down web position, such as shown in this figure, with web changes with time, which are the more common cause of complaint. Path changes with time are often associated with a path change with down web position, plus some other factor, such as a change in the state of traction. Knowing these things allows us to quite easily diagnose the single offending element and how to remedy it. In short, the art and science of web handling allows you to use targeted solutions instead of shotgun series of maintenance items guesses that are all too common in many plants. I hope you have enjoyed this introduction to path control troubleshooting. If you want to learn more, there are many resources, actually hundreds of articles on the subject, as you can find doing a Roysum Library database search. However, let me suggest that a quicker and easier way to learn path control and guiding, and that is one module of my award-winning and trademarked Web 101 class that has been taken by 5,000 students, just like you. In just 1 hour, you will learn most of the key concepts you need to diagnose web path upsets and correct them. This course is available in plant, in public venues, and as video on demand training through AIMCAL, APITTA and TAPPI. Finally, that and much more can be found in 50 pages of the must-have Web Handling Handbook. However, don't be intimidated, because each and every chapter is written to include everyday troubleshooting techniques for everyone, whether you be a lead operator or a product process designer. Thank you so very much for joining me in this mini-series showcasing some of the crown jewels of our new book. Stay tuned for the next clip where we will show options for how to correct the path of your web. If you have a topic you would like to hear about, let me know in the comment section below. If you found anything interesting or useful here, please like and share and subscribe. See you next time.